A common way of securing the end of your handlebar tape is to overwrap it with electrical PVC tape. In general, this works well, except when the temperature gets up to about 20 degrees centigrade, and then the glue starts softening. The electrical tape can then become a bit of a gooey mess, ends up unraveling, and your bar tape can end up unwrapping too. Here I show you how I secure the end of my handlebar tape. Once you finish wrapping the bars, cut a long taper on the end of the bar tape, like this. You want the end of the taper to finish just under the bars, and the taper needs to be 4 to 5 centimeters long. Next, knot a piece of string and secure it to the end of the bar tape, like so. This will allow you to pull on the end of the bar tape. Next, unwrap the tape by 2 or 3 winds. I'm just going to change the angle of the bike now so you can see underneath the handlebars. So I've got my handlebar tape with the string attached to the end. Next I take a spacer, here I'm using an Allen key, and lay it on the underside of the bar, and then wrap the tape around the Allen key and the bars. You'll want to stretch the handlebar tape quite tight. The idea is that the spacer, the Allen key, produces a gap between the bars and the handlebar tape. So now, once this is wrapped around, you can take the end of your piece of string and then push the string in the tunnel that's been produced in the gap between the handlebar tape and the handlebars. Once the string's through, you can pull it, and that will drag the end of the handlebar tape through that tunnel. In effect, you're putting a knot in the handlebar tape. Once the end of the handlebar tape is pulled through, you can just pull it a little tight. Next, I slide the Allen key out, and because I stretched the handlebar tape, it'll now shrink back down onto the handlebars and clamp the end of the tape that's been pulled through, and therefore secure the knot. So now the end of the handlebar tape is knotted, and the knot is underneath the handlebars, so it can't easily be seen. If you want to, you can add further security with a small blob of glue and cut the excess handlebar tape off. Now, this is generally quite secure on its own. However, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm a bit of a belt and braces sort of guy. So in addition to knotting the handlebar tape, I'm also going to secure it with some PVC electrical tape. I haven't cut the tapered end of this handlebar tape off. What I'm going to do is double it back like this, and then overwrap it with some electrical tape. That electrical tape gives it a bit of extra security and makes it a little neater. This might look like ordinary electrical PVC tape, but actually it's high temperature PVC electrical tape. It should be good for about 60 degrees centigrade. So hopefully in the warmer weather I won't get that gooey mess. Opinions vary on this, but I like to stretch the tape quite tightly around the handlebar tape. The tension in the PVC tape then secures the handlebar tape. The glue then holds the PVC tape in place. If you wrap it quite loosely, you'll just rely on the glue on the PVC tape to hold things in place. Once it's all secure, you can cut the end of that handlebar tape off. I also like to overwrap the tape onto the bars. I'm sure many of you out there have your own way of doing this. If so, please share in the comment section. If you don't agree with my method, but I've piqued your interest, please consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up. From me, for now, it's goodbye.